everyone, this is Granny Josie. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to do a Q&A. I've been tagged by all things Wendy Lee. Her former name was Jewelry Babe. And she has tagged me, and so I went online and copied, I have 20-something questions. So maybe this will allow you to get to know me a little bit better. You may like my answers and you may not, and that's fine. Anyway, I will get started with number one. And number one is, have you ever met someone famous? And yes, I have. I've met Dan Haggerty, who played Grizzly Adams. Now, if you're real young, you may not remember that, but he passed away a few years ago, and he was at a charity motorcycle run, and my son has a motorcycle business, so my son introduced me to him, and he was a great guy. I have a signed picture of him, and it was a really fun day for me. And the second question, would you like to be famous? No, I would not. Actually, I am more of a private person. I would say I function really well in a social setting, but I am a loner, basically. I like my alone time, and I've learned over the years to like me. I do not get lonesome. Okay, if you could change one thing that happened, what would it be? For the people that know me, know that the one thing I would change would be, but you know, I really couldn't change because it was God's plan to take my daughter. But that would be the one thing I would like changed in my life, but it wasn't to be. The only other thing that I would change is I would not have divorced my first husband. So, but that's the past, and the past is gone. Number three, if you could live anywhere, where would it be? Well, I've lived in Oregon, Idaho, Nevada. I even spent a couple of months in North Carolina. I lived in Northern California, now Southern California, and I really can't think of another place. If it wasn't for my family, I would probably prefer to be in Nevada. I do not like California politics. And, but other than that, there's really no other place that I would really want to be. Okay, have you ever been in the snow? That is a funny question for me. I lived in snow country probably for over 30 years. And that's one thing I do not miss. I have shoveled more snow. I've seen 30 degrees below zero. And when I was a nurse and had to go to work really early in the morning, I really wasn't thrilled with the snow. But the snow is beautiful. I still like it in pictures. I love snow pictures, but don't ever want to live in it. Let's see, I'm going to skip the next one. It says, who would be your ideal partner? Well, it was my first husband. So, number 7, do you still have your childhood teddy bear? I don't remember ever having a teddy bear. I had dolls, but I can't remember ever having a teddy bear. Maybe that's because I don't remember, but I don't think I did have one. Okay. How many pairs of shoes did you have? I counted last night. I think I have 12 pairs. I don't wear all of them though. I do have a ankle and leg problem, so some of my shoes are not comfortable. But I think I have 12. My favorite holiday is Christmas for two reasons. To me, it's the birth of Jesus, and that's the best reason for Christmas. And the second reason is I love the lights and the decorations. It's just, I don't know, a very homey, soothing type feeling when I come home and turn the lights on my tree, and so it's always been my favorite. Favorite beach, mountains, or city? I prefer the mountains. I live pretty close to the beach, and I have not been to the beach probably 5 or 6 years. So I am not a beach person. Basically, not that much of a city person, although I'm pretty much in the city where I live now. But I do love the mountains. And I lived on the ranch most of my life. Do you like TV shows? Not particular anymore. I don't like any of the new shows. Actually, I watch the Hallmark station and YouTube. What is your opinion on reality TV shows? I don't like them at all. I think they're a waste of time. And I don't think they're that much of a reality. I think they're planned out. And I wouldn't waste my time or energy watching them. Do you like scary movies? No. I have never liked scary movies, even when I was a kid. I won't watch them. Have you ever fired a real gun? Yes, I have. I believe in guns for protection, and years ago I have been deer hunting. Now, I don't think I could have ever shot a deer. I think they're beautiful and I love them. But I have shot a gun, and like I said, I believe in guns. Let's see, last film you watched. Other than Hallmark movies, I haven't really been to a movie theater in a long time. So it's actually been years since I went to a movie theater. Do you like to roller coast? I did not like roller coasters or any of those fun equipment even when I was in high school. I don't know. I was born and raised in Northern California, and let's see. As a my high school friends and I, we would go to the different places, and I would watch. I would never get on any of the scary. To me, they were scary. I don't like heights, so I did not ever get on a roller coaster. Have you ever cried at a film? I can watch TV and cry at almost anything. Sometimes it's kind of embarrassing if you're around someone and you're watching a movie, and I can watch something sad on YouTube and cry. What is my best friend's name? Her name is Joy. We have been friends for over 30 years, and right now she's in the hospital, so I've been praying really hard for her. What was my first job? Okay, as a kid, my first job was I worked on a ranch for my dad. And then when I was in, freshman in high school, I did inventory in a well-known department store in San Jose. Those were my first jobs. My first job as an adult before I became a nurse was the housekeeping department. And then I became a nurse. Now this is a question I don't generally reveal, but I will today. If you won the lottery, what would you do? Well, in 1997, I won the Oregon lottery. It wasn't a huge one, but it was enough to allow me to retire young and do some fun things with my husband before he got really ill and passed away. So I was able to take care of him. I was very conservative with the money and actually did not run out of money until about 12 years ago. The amount sounded great to some people, but by the time, I think before they handed me my check, I paid $250,000 in taxes. And that year I had worked. So I actually basically worked free because I ended up having to pay another $82,000 taxes. But I never regretted it. I was very thrilled and very blessed that I was able to take care of my husband, which would have been difficult working as a nurse and caring for him. And there are memories that it was a very exciting time in my life. And I don't think I would have done anything any different. We didn't do anything really extravagant. I did buy a house and a new car. So I was very, very blessed. It was a good time in my life. And let's see, if I want to, here's a question, do you eat meat? Yes, I do. I do eat meat. What is your favorite color? Mine is red, and people who know me, I think already know that. Do you have pets? I no longer have any pets. I had a little Shih Tzu who died 10 years ago, and her name was Nutmeg, and I loved her dearly. Let's see. One question, what is your full name and age? I will not give my full name. My first real name is Josephine, and I go by Joe or Josie. And my age, I'm 78 years old, and I'm proud of my age. I'm very blessed to be able to do what I do. Another question, what is your favorite animal? I prefer dogs, always have. But funny thing, my children actually like cats better, so we always had a dog and a cat. When I lived on the ranch, we had an indoor dog, and then we had outdoor dogs. What sport do you like the most? I love NASCAR. That is my favorite, and for one of my birthdays a few years ago, my son took me to a NASCAR race. I just wanted to see at least one in person. And it was thrilling, but I decided, you can actually see more watching it on TV. But that is my favorite sports. I'm not really a sports person. I don't like football. I like baseball. Let's see. Are you religious? Anyone that knows me? Yes. But I don't say I'm religious. I say I follow Jesus. I try to do the things that I think that Jesus would want me to do, and I try to follow the Bible. Let's see if there's any more that anyone would... I think that might be enough. This is, what's your height? I'm 5'1". I'm short. Okay. I think I will end that, and I thank you, Wendy, for tagging me. This was fun, and hopefully you get to know a little bit more about me. I will be starting my sewing DIYs sometime this week or the first part of next week. Hopefully you will stay tuned, and if you have any questions, please put it in the comments below. And thank you for watching, and bye everyone.